Why on earth would a mother think of microwaving her own child? The case of Paris Talley will make you question whether some people still possess a conscience. Paris's mother, China Arnold, was born in 1980. Arnold was actually a vicious hellhound with a criminal past. In 2000, she was found guilty of kidnapping, and in 2002, she was found guilty of forgery. Arnold revealed to investigators that she had been intoxicated the day she had her baby cooked in a microwave. It was later learned that Arnold's actions were motivated by a disagreement that she had with her lover, and instead of unleashing her anger on him, she chose to let the gates of hell open on her innocent child. Sadly, Paris lived only 28 days before she died. When Paris Talley was taken out of the microwave and rushed to the hospital, she showed no signs of life. The emergency room personnel attempted to revive her, but it was too late. So what was the issue that Arnold had with her lover that drove her to commit such an evil deed against her defenseless child? Why did Paris pay for her parents' sins? Do you want to know what happened to Arnold after she microwaved her child? You must be very interested in getting the answers to these questions and what actually happened between her and her lover. But before we continue, please hit the subscribe button and make sure the notification bell is turned on too, and watch with us until the very end as we guide you through this distressing, suspense-filled story. With that, let's get started. China Arnold gave birth to her stunning baby girl Paris in Dayton, Ohio in August 2005. Paris Talley was a tiny, defenseless baby who sadly did not have a long life ahead of her. In fact, her mother's actions prevented her from living even a full month. Arnold was dating a man by the name of Paris Talley. At the time of Paris's murder in August 2005, Arnold, her 4 children, and this man, Terrell, lived together in a Dayton housing complex. It all began when Arnold fought with her boyfriend over the paternity of Paris. The couple was said to have fought over whether the boyfriend was Paris's biological father. However, Terrell denied that the baby was his and thus denied any responsibility as her father, despite the fact that DNA tests later revealed that he was actually her father. Another factor that influenced Arnold's actions was the infidelity in their relationship. Terrell admitted to Arnold that he had sex with one of his neighbors. As a result, Arnold became terrifyingly enraged, causing her baby to bear the brunt of her anger rather than her boyfriend. Arnold made the decision that if her boyfriend would not be a father, then she would not be a mother either, and her weapon of choice became the microwave. On August 29th, 2005, Arnold carried her baby over, placed her in the microwave, closed the door, and turned the power on. She then waited for her child to die before removing her and placing her in a tub of water where her skin began to peel off. The next day, she took Paris to the hospital where she was pronounced dead. According to medical experts, the baby died because her internal organs were cooked for more than 2 minutes, causing them to reach dangerously high temperatures of 107 to 108 degrees Fahrenheit, which is equivalent to 41.7 to 42.2 degrees Celsius. Paris had internal high heat injuries rather than external burns. You can't imagine how much pain and anguish that tiny child went through before she died. If you're curious about what happened next, keep watching. Arnold was arrested, but she was later released due to a lack of evidence. However, Arnold repeatedly denied that she had harmed Paris in any way. Unfortunately for her, she was arrested again in November 2006, and she faced 3 separate trials. When the first trial began in February 2008, Terrell made it known that his son, whom he had with a different woman, had asserted that he removed the baby's dead body from the microwave after the neighbor's son put her there. The assertion resulted in a mistrial. Arnold's first defense attorney implied that she was incapable of committing the crime because she was too inebriated at the time to remember. However, it was later proven during the second trial in September 2008 that the boy accused was not even present the night Arnold got drunk and put Paris in the microwave. Therefore, she was convicted of aggravated murder and locked up at the Dayton Correctional Institution. At one point during the trials, Arnold denied cooking her baby, accusing her nephew of the crime, which also contributed to her initial release. When the first trial had earlier begun, Linda Williams, Arnold's cellmate, told the court that Arnold had admitted to putting her daughter in the microwave and turning it on out of fear that her boyfriend would leave her if he learned he was not the baby's father. On November 5, 2010, the Ohio 2nd District Court of Appeals overturned Arnold's conviction. They cited wrongful convictions and stated that the court erred by preventing key witnesses from testifying in her defense. Arnold was then given a third chance to defend herself. At this point, Linda later admitted that she had lied to the jury when she claimed Arnold confessed to having put her daughter in the microwave. She did not show up for the second trial as a result, and the court authorized the prosecution to introduce a videotape of her earlier testimony accusing Arnold. Well, Arnold had to endure these trials because the case involved death. The sentencing phase started on a Thursday when the jury received the case and began deliberating on it until after 6 p.m. The jury continued until 8:30 before ending for the day. On Friday, at 8:30 a.m., they resumed their conversation, and at 12:20, they presented their recommendation. So on May 13, 2011, the jury sentenced Arnold to death after finding her guilty of the charge of aggravated murder. Arnold's defense team argued in Ohio's 2nd District Court of Appeals that there were 5 mistakes in Arnold's most recent trial, and that she should be given a new trial without the possibility of the death penalty. The option of the death penalty was later discarded, and Arnold was eventually sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole. Police escorted Arnold out of the courtroom after she received her sentence. She was held in the county jail before being handed over to the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Correction. After she was given her sentence, Arnold's family members and some attorneys began speaking up in various voices. Arnold's aunt, Wanda J. Stewart, expressed her relief that the jury did not recommend death. "We speak the truth. She is innocent. We're going to let justice take its place. I'm glad that they used common sense and maybe a little doubt," she said. Gloria Scott, Arnold's mother, said, "I was so overjoyed. It was so unbelievable. I just couldn't believe it." Kasha Scott, Arnold's sister, added, "I never lost hope. Never lost hope." David Francescelli, an assistant county prosecutor, said that he was not disappointed by the jury's recommendation against the death penalty. "I respect their decision. This defendant will spend the remainder of her living days in prison," he said. Arnold's second defense lawyer expressed his happiness that the jury recognized that her life had value by not convicting her to death. He claimed that some witness presentations were prohibited by judicial decisions. However, he promised them new appeals and explained that a team of lawyers from across the nation had been assembled to handle the appeals. "The fight's not over," Ryan said. "There are witnesses out there that know Arnold is innocent." When asked if his firm would join the team to help Arnold, Ryan stated that they would assist Arnold until she was free. However, her conviction was upheld by the 2nd District Court of Appeals later in December 2013. Due to constitutional concerns about double jeopardy, her life sentence was contested. The Ohio Supreme Court was asked to reverse the Court of Appeals decision by sending the case back to the trial court for new sentencing. In May 2014, the court made the decision to not hear her appeal, leaving Arnold to rot in jail for life. Do you genuinely think that imprisoning Arnold for life is the best punishment for cooking her baby? What other punishment do you believe Arnold deserves? Was the original death penalty sentence appropriate? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Please also remember to share this video so others who enjoy true crime can also view it. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.